Hi, my name is Peter, and this is my question to you, David Grove. My question is, how strong is the radiation of the sun?
Hi, Peter. So you're asking how strong is the radiation of the sun? Well, that's an interesting question. The sun radiates light, as you know, in the visible spectrum, but also in the ultraviolet and infrared. And if you add up all that radiation that hits the Earth, it turns out that there's about a kilowatt, or 1.4 kilowatt of power. It takes about 100 watts to power an ordinary light bulb. There's about 10 ordinary light bulbs on every square meter of the Earth. If you add up all, the Earth has a big surface, so if you add up all the square meters on the surface of the Earth, you get about almost a gigawatt. A gigawatt is a billion, 10 to the 9 watts, and a gigawatt is about 10 to the 18 watts. So that's a lot of power. Now, then you could easily figure out, knowing how far the Earth is from the sun, and the fact that the area of a sphere of radius r is 4 pi r squared, what the total amount of radiation emitted from the sun is. And another way of figuring that out, by the way, is knowing that the temperature of the sun is around 6,000 degrees, and the sun is almost a black body, and so once you know its size and its temperature, you know how much power it radiates. So I'll leave that as an exercise to you to do those calculations and find out how much radiation, how much energy per second is emitted by the sun. But let me get back to that first number, about a kilowatt per square meter of solar energy is falling on the Earth. So we could add that up, as we just did, and get about a gigawatt of power. That's a lot of power. We could compare that with how much power we use as human beings. We power our automobiles and we power our houses. We have air conditioning and light and all the electricity. All the power that we as human beings use adds up to about 20 terawatts. That's about 20,000 gigawatts. 20,000 gigawatts of energy, which is very small compared to a billion gigawatts of energy. So we only use about 1 part in 20,000 of the energy that the sun deposits on the Earth. Now, actually, some of that energy that falls on the Earth is radiated out. And the greenhouse effect that is causing all of our concern about global warming is due to the fact that not enough is radiating out. And some of that energy goes into creating the movement of air and heating up the Earth and making the winds flow. But we could easily capture much more than we do of that solar energy and solve all of our energy problems. And perhaps that's the ultimate solution to our problems of energy consumption without CO2 emission, just to tap a small fraction of all that enormous amount of solar energy that's falling on the Earth. So thanks for your question.